Government so small I can
Last night, each of the Republican presidential candidates tried to make their case for smaller federal government.
Liberty thrives when government is small. I want a government so small I can barely see it.
We're going to have a major reduction in the regulatory influence that's going on. The government is not supposed to be in every part of our lives, and that's what's causing the problem.
Big government favors the big, the powerful, the wealthy, and the well-connected, and crushes the small and the powerless. It is why we have to simplify. It is why we have to reduce the size and power of government.
It's always the solution of the left to create more government from the federal government. It is broken. It is not working.
It is not working. So which candidate most effectively made the case for a smaller federal government? Fox News senior judicial analyst and Mets fan, Judge Napolitano, joins us live this morning.
I am a diehard Yankee fan, but of course rooting for the Mets in this environment.
Well, I like the Royals.
I still love you. There are two candidates on that stage. All of them say they want smaller government.
Right.
Only two, by their behavior this week, as well as what they said last night, demonstrated their fidelity to a small government.
Carly Fiorina?
No. Rand Paul and Ted Cruz. Everybody else on that stage is in favor of the budget that the Congress is about to adopt, which permits Barack Obama, on his own, to borrow all the money he wants. Correct. It's the first time since Woodrow Wilson was president that there was no cap on the president's ability to borrow money. Rand Paul opposes that. Ted Cruz opposes that. Rand Paul wants to get rid of the IRS. Ted Cruz wants to get rid of the IRS. They are the only two who are serious, in my view, and expressed it last night about shrinking the federal government and shrinking it radically.
Sure. And
the others all say they want to shrink it because that's what the audience wants to hear.
Sure. And they're, conservatives, for the most part, are for smaller government. I thought Mike Huckabee actually had a great point yesterday.
Huck has great lines.
When he compared that blimp that got loose to as a metaphor for the federal government.
It is a metaphor for the federal government, and it's going to be far worse. It's beyond me why Republicans are in favor, except for Rand Paul, Ted Cruz, and a few others, in favor of giving Barack Obama this kind of power, because that blimp will be Barack Obama borrowing money. Look, he's borrowed $6 trillion in 6 years in the White House. How much do you think he can beat that in the next 16 months? The answer is
maybe.
Congress is going to let him do it.
Oh, man, oh, man. I know you're not a media analyst, but just your reaction to the bias last night?
Terrible. Outrageous. CNBC should be ashamed of themselves. I don't know who would watch anything they put on again.
No kidding. All right. Judge, thank you very much.
All the best.
All right. Coming up on this Thursday, it was one of the most